Didn't put no salt.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the County Facilities Committee meeting. Kevin, what would you like to start with?
I think I'll give it to Charles first to start if you want, then he can do his.
We'll start with Charles, what do you have for us?
Good morning, everybody. I actually do not have a lot this morning. We ended up having to transfer money to cover hospitalization, dental. And I just wanted to review that and see if anyone had any questions. There were shortages. I believe that came out of the part-time funds, but it was all done through the county administrator's office. So I don't think that they had to get any more money out of the general fund, because I believe I had enough to cover it, but barely. So
Let's bring this to the floor for consideration. John on the motion, Frank, second.
Sure.
Frank, for a second, any discussion? All right, then, we missed. I was gonna say we have Mr. Garrity here filling in, but not Mr. Jurassic. You're in now.
Please stay where you are.
I'd like me to relinquish the seat. No? Okay. All right, then, Mike, we're doing a budget transfer in the department. Are we ready for the question then? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried.
the only other item I had was just, I guess, to revisit the fee schedule and make sure we were all set with that. I believe the resolution request and all that stuff had been sent over previous, but we were informed that we needed to come back over with this. In your packet there, the proposed changes were outlined in red. And there is an actual January 2026 fee schedule that was updated. If anybody has any questions on that, I'll try to answer them for you, but otherwise, nothing's really changed from our last meeting.
Well, what we need to do here, the motion we need, if we want to do this, is we need to adopt the fee schedule to have majority vote, and then it can be sent off. So I think we covered this ground last meeting. I think it was approved last unanimously, I think.
It was approved. Trump brought it in between this discussion item, but now it's being.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. So what's the pleasure of the committee on this? You wish to bring this forward?
Yeah, bring it
Shall I bring it forward? Is there a second? Mr. Rossi, I'm a second. Any further discussion? We're ready for the question then. All those in favor of the adopting the fee schedule signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And carried. Well, thank you for coming in. You drive careful out there.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Before I go any further,
See.
have a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Mr. Stroud, Mr. Stroud, second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. And now the next item, Kevin,
Airport first.
airport. We have
I'll turn that over to Robin.
Robin. How are you?
Fantastic, thanks for asking. Morning again, everyone. The first action item is apply for a grant authorizing the chairman of the board of supervisors to submit and execute grant application to the FAA and New York State DOT for the Northern Aircraft Apron and Taxiway Bravo reconstruction. This is a construction phase of this project. Just a quick recap, this area specifically, the Northern Apron is directly in front of the jet hangars. West of that is Taxiway Bravo. So we're being proactive in rehabilitating that area before the PCI pavement condition index falls to a failure status. So obviously if that it fails, then we'll not be able to get the jets out of the hangars. So it's a very important project. This is the construction phase of that. The project is expected to be $3 million. It's 95% covered by the FAA, 2.5% covered by DOT, and 2.5% local match.
And let's bring this forward. Frank on the motion, second, Mr. Gerasi, any further discussion? Certainly hope you get the grant,
Yeah, it's very likely.
both grants.
Yes.
I just want to add, talk to this. Robin's been discussing with the local FAA office, and they've already kind of given us
Eligibility.
kind of a pre-approved that we're expected to get these grants.
Wow. That's as good as it gets, right, John?
Yeah, can't get any better.
That's great.
Again, that place both grants. So second grant, if I am.
We're ready to have.
All right, so
Did we vote on that?
Before, let's have an action item on this, so let's bring this forward.
We did.
We have, okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Now, the second item.
again, authorize the chairman of the board of supervisors to submit, execute grant application for the FAA, New York DOT for the acquisition of a snow removal equipment, another snow broom. For days like this, when the weather is turning against us, having a second snow sweeper would be very helpful for us, especially after Balloon Fest cleanup. This is a $1 million project, and again, it's 95% covered by the FAA, 2.5% state, 2.5% local match.
Bring this forward. Sit right here, Frank. Down on the side. Any further discussion? That's a piece of equipment,
It is, but it's very helpful.
right then. We're ready for the question. All those in favor, applying for the grant, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
The last item we have on there is amend budget, and this is to amend the 2025 budget with the surplus Balloon Fest money that we had in previous years from donations to cover the overtime, as well as retirement, social security and Medicare contributions. And you'll see it's in the amount of $15,873. And I think the total in there right now that we had left over in that Balloon Fest surplus was about 17,000.
Okay. I bring this forward for consideration. Mr. Stroud on the motion, Mr. Drossy on the second, further discussion. We're ready for the question. All those in favor to amend the budget signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It is carried. Next item.
So I think between Robin and I will touch base on this. There's a company called Wolfsgart, and Mr. Fitzsimmons was going to be here today to talk about a possible car show at the airport. I provided in your packets the information regarding the car show. This is just a discussion item for now. It's not Adirondack Nationals. They won't be doing burnouts on the runway. It's just a display, and majority of the cars that he brings into his shows are European cars and antique cars, and they're looking to the possibility of using the runway to display the cars. I don't remember date. You recall?
Mostly July.
So somewhere in around the month of July. And we certainly have to talk with our FBO and the use of the facility. Robin and I just wanted to bring it as a discussion item. I guess it's better, maybe we can bring it back next month as well, as maybe go through kind of the attachment that I provided in the agenda. And he actually has a couple videos, links on there that you can take a look at the videos and what they do and what their events are. Typically they do these in Vermont, and they attract significant number of people. So certainly another opportunity for us to have an event here in Warren County and in Queensbury. So there's probably more details, but I certainly would, if this gentleman, Mr. Fitzsimmons, doesn't make it today, we would certainly have him come back probably in January to the next committee meeting, because we won't have another.
Yeah, that he would lease the facility.
Correct. And we don't know what that would be yet. We haven't looked at those numbers. He just reached out and proposed this is what he wanted to do.
Stay tuned.
He also suggested creation of kind of an unusual, I think, interesting situation, hybrid, where he's going to add an aeronautics aviation aspect.
Piece to it, yeah, what Robin talked about.
So between the car show and that could prove to be very interesting.
Great.
Like I said, stay tuned. I think that,
Yeah.
if it could be fit into our aviation program, which has that priority, obviously, but if it could fit and they could provide some revenue to the operations, Could be a win-win.
Certainly. We'll look at, kind of fairground use. Charles Arwood Park use and what we would determine would be kind of the best fit for leasing the airport. I think, Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, but they would manage all of it.
Yep.
We would not have to, there'd be no county employees doing any of the work except Robin or I opening the airport for their use. But beyond that, they would manage all the cars, all the parking, everything that would go along with it.
Very good. Anything else?
So this is, can I assume that this is something that the county would be interested in pursuing further?
Again, I think we're an airport. I think that's, our primary mission is get to an airport, but I think, like the Balloon Festival. Or any activity like that, I think that if it can be done in a way that can fit, not disrupt the program immensely and can be a positive revenue. For the operations and also let's not forget that they bring a lot of people to our area. Right. It gives the people already here something to do. So there's other features to this. It could be very positive. In that context, I think, yes. I guess that's my view on it. This maybe.
Yeah, no, I think it's worth looking at.
The second discussion item. Second.
We got one more discussion.
Go right ahead. The
Uh,
hangar leads.
So this is a possible hangar lease for a flight simulator proposed by Leaf Air. They're interested in leasing a half unit. It's not a full hangar unit. It's a half unit at the end of a hangar to install a FAA approved flight simulator. So for days like this, when we don't have VFR conditions, they can students at the flight schools can still log hours using the flight simulator at the airport. But we will have to amend our current lease agreements because current lease agreements does not allow non-aircraft in the hangars. Bringing a proposal to you guys to see if you're interested in using a hangar end unit, just a half a space that's not big enough for our aircraft, so to lease it out to a flight simulator.
I don't know, what's the sense of the committee on this?
Is there no impact to the operation of the?
Zero aircraft. We can't use it for aircraft.
And I'll just add that Leaf Air is the only flight instructor at our airport.
Currently.
So, and again, as Robin said, during the conditions as of today, they can't log hours in a plane. So, but they can certainly log hours on a simulator.
It is FAA approved.
It'd be nice
So-
to have a flight simulator.
No, I'm sorry, you're not looking for a motion today, just.
No, just to bring it for a discussion.
Sounds like a good idea.
Pretty benign thing, so.
Yeah, we'll have to work out the details as far as the lease of the hangar. We already charge a certain amount for the full use of a hangar. So Robin and I can kind of come back next month and say what the lease of, say, a portion of a hangar would be.
Very good. Robin, thank you.
Thank you.
Robin, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Always.
We'll go into county facilities. So, under the building grounds, the first request is a miscellaneous resolution to amend 487 of 2023 for the New York State Court Cleaning Annual Contract Renewal. And you'll see that the renewal this year is for, to not exceed $375,000. And they had in their proposed letter that's attached, 369. We just said not to exceed 375.
All right, let's bring this. Any questions?
I'll just add, Ron, if you'd like,
Yeah, play down.
within the budget or within the package you have, you'll see the work that they reimburse us for and what's completed. So you'll see it's for window cleaning, you'll see it's for various supplies and equipment that we use for cleaning. I mean, there's multiple waste vendors. We charge them for any pickups or anything like that that we have. Filters that get changed over there, any other type of maintenance work, HVAC work, it's all listed on there and the percentages that they'll pay us, that eligible percentage that they'll pay us. So give an example, elevator maintenance barrier free is typically $7,100. They're able to pay 5% of that, $355, and that's so on and so forth down the line. So
This is an annual contract.
Correct.
And we want it to be an annual contract.
Correct. It changes each year as for the percentages that they pay. And if they're wanting extra work out of us for the following year, they'll put that in there as their request. So, and that's the last page of that. You'll see the work summary that they asked for this past year.
Like that. We ready for the question? All those in favor of the court cleaning contract signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Oh, Terry, thank you. Next item.
Next item we have on there is to authorize the closure of a capital project, that's H 4026, the regional morgue facility. The money that was put in that project was for the engineering fees associated with that, which was the feasibility study that we completed. There was $20,958.74, and we're putting it back to the fund source, which is the general fund unappropriated fund balance. The next resolution, I don't know if you want to kind of combine them, the boiler work that Scott's doing at HSB, is we're going to appropriate those same funds to be able to use to cover the increased cost of the boilers. I don't know if you want to do them separately or together.
It was the pleasure of the committee. I move 2 and 3.
Sure.
Rossi on the motion, Frank on the second. Thomas, discussion. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next item.
Turn it over to Scott for discussion
The
items.
two discussion items, of course, are the work order request program. Currently it's 7,204 work orders. Open actually has changed to 23 as of this morning. So we've got to taken advantage of the opportunity to get them closed out. And then the fleet car request program is at 5,461 and growing every single day.
It's nice to come in on what used to be the big entrance and the granite return.
Yeah.
That expanding
Yes, it's they
gap there, so.
did a fantastic job of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say nice one.
Yep.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
We just had a referral on pending items. And again, it was noted that the construction of a regional morgue in Albany County would resume once a replacement for the project manager. I'm not sure if they've let John know that they have a project manager yet or not.
Okay, anything else come before the committee?
They still do not have a project manager. They put money in the budget, small amount, for another feasibility study. So they still intend to do it, but I think that they won't start an effort doing anything until next year's.
Anything else to come before the committee? I'll open up privilege of the floor. Anyone wishing to address the committee at this time? There being no one, chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Drossy on the motion, Mr. Stroud on the second, all in favor.